Hey, welcome back to another Axe Family video. Hope you're doing well. We're doing a video today with my friend Zach, and Zach lives in North Carolina currently.
Yeah, currently.
Zach has a really awesome story, and he has some things that are similar, like he's been traveling a lot and been living out of his truck, but I kind of want him to share his story with you because it's really powerful.
It's been all from the last year and a half. Storage on the sides. I guess a starting point would be I just celebrated 4 years of sobriety this past weekend, and that's a big part of my story. I spent pretty much my entire adult life struggling with addiction and alcoholism, and the Lord really delivered me from that 4 years ago. So that's been part of my journey, is just being really transparent about that story and about the joy and hope and freedom that I have in the Lord today. So I started opening up with that story through social media and blog posts a lot, and started this nonprofit called CLTIVATE, kind of a platform to raise addiction awareness and help people with what they're battling. So a lot of that happens through social media, and then I felt the Lord calling me last year to go. So that's kind of a familiar theme with my story and Cody's story for sure. I just felt him calling me to go. So I left everything behind, my full-time job, my apartment here in Charlotte, and hopped in my truck with my dog and set out on a journey with no end date, just kind of with the mission of sharing my story and sharing the gospel with every person I could. The Lord opened a lot of doors all over the country, started speaking in churches and treatment centers, and the Lord brought me all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina, to places like Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, all the way out to Oregon. And I also fell in love with homeless outreach out there on the road, living out of my truck with my dog, and kind of being homeless myself and experiencing just a little bit of what they go through and not knowing where my next meal is going to come from. Developed a real passion for reaching out to those people as well. So that's been my heart, and it just continues to evolve, and the Lord's called me all the way back to Charlotte, and we're building an addiction ministry out of a church here in Charlotte, and just a lot of stuff going on, and the Lord has really just provided for me, and I'm just as okay today as I was on the day that I left. So that's just proof that God is my provider, and I'm really glad that I said yes to the call in my heart, and still don't fully know what that means, but that's faith, right?
I was kind of getting our truck ready and everything, and I wondered, is there anybody out there who's kind of doing something similar, living out of their truck, traveling with no end destination in mind? There was a connection through, I think it was synced culture was what got us connected, but I was able to find a few different people who were doing something similar, whether they're living out of a van or something, but I really resonated with Zacks Story and kind of like the purpose behind everything he's doing. And I just started following him on Instagram, and it's been really encouraging to have our trip going while we're meeting with our friends and family and meeting up with other YouTubers and other creators, and having Zach's content going, your story going, and just being able to see that and be encouraged.
It's been really cool just having you and Taylor and Chief here in town. Just being back here in Charlotte and having a door to open to you guys, because that's what a lot of people have done for me on the road for the past year. So it's honestly just an honor and a privilege to be able to do that for you and finally give back a little bit of what's been so freely given to me. So it's just cool having you here, knowing you left everything behind on the other side of the country, and I felt probably a similar way as you do today when I was in Oregon. So it's just really cool to have you guys here and know you get it.
If you or somebody that you know is struggling with any type of addiction, which in my opinion, we're all addicted to something, but specifically if it's like alcohol or drugs or something that is really kind of tearing their life apart and they need help quick, I would encourage you to connect them or connect yourself with Zack's content. He has a website, he has an Instagram, he has a number of other things, and I'm going to link all of that down below so you guys can find it and just follow his journey. It's really encouraging. So Zack, I just want to say thank you for your time. Thanks for being so hospitable to us. It's been awesome, and it's fun to follow your journey. I'm really excited for, you know, what is next. What's, you know, you might be getting a van, doing some more traveling, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen. So if you're new to our channel, push the subscribe button all the way in and click the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. And then if you guys watching, if you could hit that thumb more button down below to help us out, and consider sharing this video with your friends, that would help our channel grow. So we'll see you in the next one.
Hats off to you.